Situated on Australia's eastern coast is one of the most beautiful places in Australia. Here the Pacific Ocean laps at this spectacular coastline, and national parks protect coastal and hinterland forests. On this episode of Travel Wild, we'll visit lush World Heritage rainforests, relax at a world-leading spa resort, experience the organic feel of Byron Bay, and try a few extreme sports. One of the most famous places in northern New South Wales is Byron Bay. This small town lies on Australia's most easterly point, so the fresh winds blow straight off the Pacific Ocean. Maybe this is why Byron has a very homegrown feel. If you enjoy your food, then a little local knowledge never goes astray. Every Thursday, the farmers market is chock full of fresh fruit and veggies, and lots of it's organic. And for a little local flavour, we have our local musicians here. What are your names?
I'm Dean.
Dean and Matt. I found a little spot here that's got fresh sugarcane juice, straight from the farm. Hello, what's your name?
Offer.
Offer, nice to meet you, Offer. Can I try one of your beautiful juices?
Sure. You want any ginger?
Sure.
Comes with fresh lime as well, grown locally.
Oh, that's refreshing. That's beautiful. Look at these beautiful tomatoes, fresh from the farm. Be good in a salad. Some of them are hot, some of them are not. So it's a lucky dip. I bet you the really hot ones are these ones, are they? Habanero.
They're probably 12 out of 10 heat-wise.
12 out of 10.
Yeah, they're hot.
This is the hot one. I was right on the money. This is the one that have a little taste and you won't forget about it.
No, it'd be fiery. It'd be firing everywhere.
Another great thing about these markets is that it supports the local people. So we get fresh, wholesome food and a local industry is sustained. This is one of the most beautiful parts of Australia. It's so fertile because of the rich soils from ancient volcanic activity. It's home to lush Gondwanan rainforests, which formed in the days of the dinosaurs. These prehistoric rainforests are one of the most naturally valuable ecosystems in the world, as they can never be replaced. This diverse environment offers a refuge to many plant and animal species that rely on these moist areas to survive. But the best thing is, we can go and see these amazing forests which have been World Heritage listed. So here I am at Byron Bay at Tyagra Airstrip. Today I'm doing my skydiving course and I'm going to a whopping 14,000 feet. That is a huge jump in my books, but I know I'm excited and I'm in safe hands. Steve, how you doing?
How you going? Welcome to Byron Bay Skydiving Centre. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll be your instructor for the day. Ready to learn how to skydive?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, let's go. Yellow handle here, we call it an SOS system, single operation system. That's because it does two things at once. Okay?
That's the emergency one?
That's the emergency one. It's only one handle. So if you have a malfunctioning main parachute, by pulling the handle, the main parachute is released. Okay? As you continue to pull the handle, it pulls the next cable, which is connected to your reserve parachute up here, and deploys your reserve. Actually, if we're going into a crash landing, going forwards like this, we're going to turn our feet just off to the side a little bit. Okay, so when we actually land, it helps with the roll. Go. Nice. Excellent.
So the classroom stuff is done and I've learned everything I need to know. Well, that can be the dangerous thing. I know enough now to put it into practical terms.
Horizon. Ground. Altimeter. 5,000 feet. Wave off. Locate. Grip.
Grip.
Pull.
Pull.
Yep.
Check in.
Okay.
Check out.
Okay. Horizon. Out. In. Arch. Beautiful. Excellent.
Now it's time to try and see what the real thing will look like, but in simulation. Pull. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, twist. 5,000, 6,000.
Okay, no opening shock whatsoever.
Throw away. Look. Locate. Grip. Pull. One. Now it's time to do the exam to make sure I understood what my instructor was saying and that I've got everything in my head that I need to know. Name. Important questions first.
One shoulder through there, one shoulder through there.
Like a dive seat.
Next strap here.
I start off the altimeter here at 14,000 feet. And then as I go down at about 5,000 feet is when I've got to start putting my drills and everything I've learned into practice for real. And I should pretty much be flying on my parachute by 3,500 feet. It's a pretty cool flight. Smooth landing. See you on the ground, huh?
Excellent. Come with me.
Down below, my ground team were guiding me in via a radio in my helmet to ensure I'd have a gentle touchdown so I could relax a little and enjoy my aerial view. Mission accomplished! This is the team! Welcome to the team!
Thanks,
the
mate.
A-team!
Very cool.
James Bond, eat your heart out.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done. Nice. Thank you.
Nothing like it. Absolutely nothing like it. It is the most incredible sensation. Can't say I remember too much because it was all just happening, but it was really cool. After that adrenaline rush, I wanted something a little more down to earth. It was back into the town of Byron Bay for some wholesome food, and I heard of a great place for really healthy eating. It was called Fresh. Fresh lives up to its name, with a menu full of fresh local food, and most of it's organic. With such a variety, it was hard for me to choose just one meal, so I decided to try a bit of a feast. Ah, this smells so good. Here it comes. Beautiful. And this is all organic, right?
Yep, all of it straight from the farmer's market.
Fantastic, thank you. This is great. And the best thing is, you get to see the whole town go by. Byron is famous for its magical beaches and breathtaking coastline. Around here, there are plenty of places to catch a wave, and plenty of people lining up to try and catch the waves. But Byron Bay is not the only town in northern New South Wales. One small town has become famous. The town of Nimbin. And in the middle of the town, you'll find the Nimbin Museum, which gives us some background about this unique area.
Hey, welcome to the museum.
This is great. What's this place all about?
Yeah, well, they sealed the road to the Gold Coast only like 15 years ago, and we started getting so many visitors who were harassing us. Hey, what happened to Nimbin? So with a bunch of friends, artists, I thought we'll make a little journey, get an idea of hippie thinking, what we're on about. Especially all that environmental stuff, you know, they were prophets really, ahead of their time, and here's the warning, guys, and you know, now it's big business making a fortune out of all those ideas, aren't they?
The museum is the history of this piece of earth. In the front room, local Aboriginal artist Burra has created art showing the dreaming and the dinosaurs, as well as the Aboriginal era.
The country itself is up in an area called Timbara, so that's basically that sort of type of landscape.
But if you come on the journey through this corridor, you notice that this is when the Europeans come, and marking the entrance is a sewer. This is when the Europeans came. And although we love our world and we love nature, we tend to forget about being guardians and caretakers of the land. Occasionally we misuse it, and that's what this room demonstrates. And if you come in this room, this is when the hippies arrived in Nimbin. It's colourful, they've got roses, they've got flowers, they've got petals, they've got rainbows. It's all about colour when the hippies come. They brightened up the place again from the clear filling of the European days. It's a little journey in here, it's very interesting. While the rest of the world's trying to get more modern, the Nimbin locals are very happy with their laid-back lifestyle. But one thing I'd always wanted to try is kite surfing. And Motti's just setting us up a few kites so we can learn to steer and get a feel for the wind. We've got plenty of wind right now. I reckon it's probably blowing about 20 knots, so that's a good sign. Plenty of action for a little squirt like me.
Just to take a kite, a powerful thing like that in 15 knots can lift an average car up in the air. So you think, oh, that's a lot of power in my hand. It goes all directly to my harness, and if I don't know how to operate it, what can I do? And if I don't know where the brakes are, how do you stop this thing? Oh.
Is that when people go flying?
Nobody really goes flying. You get dragged. So the important thing is to learn how to handle the kite on the ground. Safety trigger, that's very important to know this. It separates this thing that's called chicken loop from the bar and line, and obviously from the kite, and the kite goes. So chicken loop, quick release, we went through it before, safety line, main line, and D-power strap. Very important item, D-power strap. We can control the power that the kite gives us up to a certain level. If something goes wrong and you don't know exactly where you are and what you're doing, you just look at the bar, you see the red, put it on your left hand, and you know that you're now steering the kite to the left, and your right hand is steering the kite to the right. There's another way to control the power that comes from the kite, and it's a bit more flexible. By moving this one up and down, I'm doing exactly the same thing. So this is my power line, and this is my steering line. How do we fly this thing? There's two ways. One of them is self-launch, the other way is with a helper. So the only way to hold the kite is from the leading edge.
It is just about getting the feel of it and how it responds and how it moves. But you can see how easily it could pick you up and carry you off.
Start kiting and start falling in love with this new sport. Not long after that I started traveling around the world kite surfing for long 3 or 4 years, and then arrived to Australia late in 2000 or 2001 actually, and did a nice tour around the country with my kite and board. And at the time the sport was very small in Australia, and I was lucky enough to meet everybody, I reckon absolutely everybody that had a kite those days.
So tell me how it felt today when you were out there, we were watching you in that big surf.
It's a challenge, and the wind is absolutely crazy, and the surf is just like being inside a washing machine. It's the ultimate sport that doesn't combine any external engine or fuel. It's pure wind. We never know what to expect. We can go out and have a nice 10, 12 knots and a very relaxing afternoon, and suddenly it turns to be a storm. And what else can you ask from nature?
I'm here at the IQ Quarry at Ewingsdale, and we're at the quarry where we do the abseil. Al's my guide from Wildside Adventures, and we're about to jump off this cliff here.
Okay, stepping into your harness, pull that up. Put your harness strap on the top of your hip bones.
Yep, like that.
Yep, great stuff. Pull your leg straps up. Just simply adjust your buckles.
How high is the abseil we got here, Al?
30 metres.
Yeah.
Nice pitch. Straight into the water at the bottom. The first time is always a little bit tricky, similar to jumping out of a tree into a river or something along those lines. Keep your body at a level so you're 90 degrees to the cliff, sitting into your harness, feet in front, and away you go. This is your descending device.
Yep.
So this is what creates the friction to stop you going zooming off down the road.
Okay. Okay, I'm all geared up, I'm all rigged up. Just heading over to the cliff now to enjoy my ride downwards.
Okay, lowering your bottom. Nice work. Jump in feet, good. Jump. Feet, yeah, good.
But once over the cliff, it was just me and Mother Nature, until I splashed down. What a great place to have some fun. And the best thing is, this quarry is open for all the people of Byron to enjoy. There is something very special about the surrounding hinterland of northern New South Wales. It has an organic feel, and nestled high on the hill in Brooklet is a very special place. Gaia is an award-winning, world-class spa retreat which has a very warming touch. Greg, this place is absolutely beautiful. How did you find it?
Thank you. Well, we actually just stumbled upon it. Olivia and I were looking for a country house for myself, and we stumbled upon this incredible piece of land and just went, gotta have it. I started out as an art dealer, and then I was asked by the other directors to design it, and I was inspired by the landscape and the flowers.
So you adapted what was around into your interior design?
Yeah, I dreamt it. It all came to me in my dreams. And our horticulturalist, Jeff Showen's been here for about 14 years. He's instrumental in regenerating the rainforest, along with Rainforest Rescue that we work with, and also Planet Ark. Planted about 2,500 or over 2,500 rainforest trees. We invite every guest to plant a tree in honour of themselves and Mother Earth.
This whole place seems to have an energy or a healing presence about it.
Yeah, it's quite incredible. The myth is around here is that this whole region is actually, sitting on a giant crystal. So we're drawn from the healing cultures of the Byron Bay region, and that's why we've got some of the best therapists, I believe, in Australia. They come to work with a great open heart and commitment to their work, not to work for me. Do you understand what I mean? It's their work, it's their individual work, and that's what flows on to the guests. It really is a dream come true for all of us. I believe you want it, you create it.
The first thing you notice when you walk into this place is the attention to detail. It has been designed with an understated, graceful elegance. The main hall, Kukura, which means people, welcomes you. It is in this divine setting where you will eat, relax, and socialise. Here, you can go barefoot in luxury. You can see the thought and effort put in to create the balance between decor and artistic flair. It was time to take advantage of my surroundings, and what better way to unwind than with a yoga session? But one of the most amazing things about this place is the food. Breakfast is one of my favourite meals, and the best thing here is you've got so many choices. Even the things that I put on my muesli, like sunflower kernels, flaked almonds, linseed, bee pollen, even this thing here called brain food. I'm going to be really smart after this brekkie. The rooms are extremely comfortable, and many overlook the lush gardens and the scenic views. This environment fosters an eco-understanding that you need to be near nature to truly relax and unwind, away from schedules, phones, and our hectic high-tech lives. It was time for me to get rid of any tension I still had. This place is fantastic. There's so many different things you can do here. You can have your hour massage like I'm about to have and be spoiled, or you can have body polishes or body masks, any type of facial you would like, even a Gaia goddess, which is 4.5 hours of sheer pampering. From the activities, the food, the pampering, the rest, and the friendly, nurturing feel, this place gives back a sense of wonderful well-being. I'm sure I'll be back. From the action sports to the beauty of nature, the smiles on people's faces and their colourful waves, to be able to relax in paradise with not a care in the world. Northern New South Wales has it all.